Boring, 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 and boring. Oh, I didn't notice you there. Welcome back, Design Squad. Today I'm going to announce another UX prototyping challenge with Axure RP prototyping software, and it's going to have to do with gamification. I posted some polls asking you exactly what you want to focus on in the next time, as well as in a live stream you brought up two ideas. One was copy and onboarding, gamification was another one, and a gamification one. However, it doesn't mean you cannot bring in that copy and onboarding into this challenge, because this challenge is going to be about gamifying the boring stuff. And if we're talking about boring stuff, it's usually forms, it's usually input fields, it's usually something we don't like to do it ourselves as designers, but also our users are having a lot of pain with a lot of different forms. It could be to do with, let's say, sign-up fields. It could be to do with event registration forms, or anything which has more than a few fields to fill in and users have to think about it, and it's kind of like going bit by bit and then checking if there's no typos. Tedious game nobody likes to play. Applying for a job, registration forms, again, creation of an account, let's say. I mean, you could do so much more, especially for Facebook. Some people love it. And checkout forms, purchases, let's say if you buy something online, you could do so much more. You could display cards, you could have some sort of animation. What is, let's say, card number or CVC? Maybe you can add some sort of element which makes it gamified. Maybe you can split it into different wizards, steps, things of that nature. The challenge is to take one of the forms, let's say you are designing right now, which might be fictitious, maybe it's your project, or take something you are just really doing anyways online and you just remember it as a big pain point. Maybe it's a utility bill, maybe it's a government service, maybe it's your driving license application, maybe it's a bank form of sorts. Take that. You can even almost redesign it for them. Maybe it's going to be your next portfolio case if you are looking for ideas. So take it seriously, take one of those bits and hack it, make it gamified. Now, what do we mean by gamified? It's anything what makes your experience more engaging using the gamification methods. We're all children in adult clothes. We grow up, we take in experiences, but in reality, we're still the same animals driven by the same instincts. And, to some people who are very touchy, we're going to be like, oh no, I'm so sophisticated. But in reality, we're not. We like playing games. We like to be entertained. We like to achieve goals. We like to compete, even if you're saying you're not competitive. Yes, you are. On certain things you are, and I can guarantee that. And so think of those bits. How can we bring into, let's say, a form like this, those different bits, and make it much more engaging? And to help you with that, this is a UX tool I want to review soon enough. It's by Yukai Cho. It's called Ock Catalysis Framework. It's something I like to use myself when I approach gamification, and I love it. I think it covers everything you might want to have in, let's say, your application when you add gamification to it, because it's built on top of our underlying needs and fears. For example, search for meaning, ownership, scarcity, avoidance, unpredictability, social influence, things we actually care about. And these are the main drivers for us to do anything. Catalysis Framework gives you specific examples of what you could do. You can pause this video right now, take a screenshot, or just Google it. You're going to find a lot of resource on this. What can you do about it? It could be things like, let's say, having an avatar. Maybe it's uploading of an avatar and owning that account, but maybe it comes after registration. But during registration, let's say about accomplishment, maybe you need to add progress bar, as you can see. Maybe you need to have some sort of anticipation parade or aura effect. I don't know, status points, things of that nature. Think of what you could do and do so meaningfully. And this is going to help you do that if you apply it as much as you can and then redesign it make it clickable, make it actual prototype. Now the timeframes, you might wonder, when should you submit it? When should you aim? So I would recommend you to bookmark May 17th, which is Sunday. It gives you 3 weekends, I think. Again, spend as much time as you want, spend as much time as you can. I usually recommend to start it immediately, just doing one step at a time, baby step it so that you don't forget it and then remember last minute and you feel like, oh, I didn't do it, so I'm not even gonna try because it's not enough time to catch up. There's always enough time, you know, you could spend 20 minutes and come up with something gamified as well. It's really up to you. And now where should you submit it? Well, again, drop me a line in my email. I'm gonna leave it down below as well as somewhere here. Don't spam me. That's the most important bit. But another bit which is important is for you to provide some rationale. If you want to participate in this challenge and you're going to submit something, add a few lines exactly why you did what you did, what you want to achieve, what's your user take is like, just a few bits, because it's going to be much easier for me to present it right and also understand where you're coming from. And I plan to review all the prototypes again as per previous challenges live and have a good discussion all around, and you can see exactly what others submitted and shared and wanted to contribute to the Axure community and UX prototyping community. I hope you're excited as I am. I hope you're psyched to actually, you know, do this, get your hands dirty, and then submit something and see exactly what others did as well. If you have any questions meanwhile, leave them down below or email me. The next UX prototyping challenge with Axure is live, so it's really up to you to go and get after it. And so thank you so much for watching, and as per usual, I'll see you next time.